After years of tension, the US and Saudi Arabia are finally reconciling. But why now? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Primetime TV. If you are new to our channel, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and bell icon so that you may be updated whenever a new video is up on our channel. For years, the US and Saudi Arabia have been at odds. The Saudis have felt betrayed by the US, while the US has been frustrated with Saudi Arabia's human rights abuses. But now, something has changed. The two countries have announced that they are reconciling and trying to put their differences behind them. So what's caused this change of heart? Stay tuned to find out. The Saudi-US relationship has been fraught with difficulties in recent years. It all started when Joe Biden was elected president of the United States. Biden has done it all, from branding Saudi Arabia a pariah state to declassifying intelligence assessments that blamed Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman for the murder of Jamal Khashoggi. Major arms sales, particularly with the Saudis and the Emirates, have been blocked. Last year, the bigger trend of deteriorating US-Saudi ties reached new heights. Washington and Riyadh publicly sparred. MBS repeatedly turned down Biden's overtures. And the US vowed to penalize Saudi Arabia. So how will the United States penalize Saudi Arabia? Will Biden actually realign his relations with the Saudis? Or is this just bark without any bite? Chinese President Xi Jinping visited Saudi Arabia in December and strongly advocated for expanding ties between Beijing and various capitals in West Asia. That alarmed the US, which has since issued warnings to the region's nations cautioning them to be mindful of China's intentions. Saudi Arabia is willing to work more closely with China in part because its relations with the United States have not been great lately. As a result, damage control has been used by the US. Washington now plans to maintain the influence it still has in the area and gradually re-establish ties. The Biden administration is aiming to increase security coordination to confront Iran this year, after deciding not to follow through on promises to react against Saudi Arabia for a reduction in oil production last year. The Biden administration's reversal on Saudi Arabia, according to the Wall Street Journal, is due to three things. The first is that American gas prices have been declining, and the second is that the Democrats put up a respectable fight in the midterm elections, demonstrating that Biden's recent attempts to Saudi Arabia and MBS had not truly damaged him electorally. Third, Iran is causing growing alarm in both Washington and Riyadh. So how has the US chosen to mend its relationship with the Saudis? First off, the Biden administration will not carry through its stated intentions to impose consequences on Saudi Arabia. Instead, officials from both nations claim that they are moving on with new military and intelligence initiatives, as well as delicate attempts to restrain Iran. US lawmakers were incensed by Saudi Arabia's participation in persuading OPEC Plus to reduce daily oil supply. As a result, a bill was proposed in the US Congress in December with the goal of halting the limited intelligence support that Washington gives Riyadh for the Yemen war. The combined efforts of the Biden administration and Saudi officials prevented such action from taking place. The US administration acted quickly to shield the Saudi Crown Prince from prosecution a month earlier, in November. According to the Biden administration, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is immune from legal lawsuits because he is currently the ruler of the country. Also in November, the United States and Saudi Arabia exchanged crucial intelligence regarding Iran's plans to launch an attack on Saudi territory. The United States then sent bombers and warplanes toward Iran in separate displays of force. According to Saudi authorities, this marked a significant turning point in bilateral relations and once again helped to foster goodwill between the two countries. When it comes to the conflict in Ukraine, Saudi Arabia and other nations in the larger West Asia, North Africa region have adopted a neutral stance. The majority of Western nations have seen their neutrality as a pro-Russian stunt. The fact that Saudi Arabia and its allies did not publicly condemn Russia became a source of disagreement as well. Of course, there was China after that. The United States is uneasy about Saudi Arabia's expanding ties to China. The US must soon resolve its differences with Saudi Arabia because it cannot afford to lose the Arab world. The US and Saudi have had a long history of differences, but recent reconciliatory efforts suggest that the two countries are now prepared to work together to ensure peace and stability in the Middle East. This is an encouraging sign that despite their differences, the US and Saudi are able to put aside their differences and make a concerted effort to secure the region. Together, they can bring about much-needed stability in the Middle East, which could be beneficial for the entire region. Do you believe the Saudis will now let the past go? Let us know in the comments. If this video added to your knowledge about the relationship between the US and the Saudis, then give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. We will keep you updated on all the happenings around the world. So stay tuned and thanks for watching.